Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 8 of Pyramid Reborn with Soren.
Ow!
Oh come on, it's like an iron sword and you're wearing like all this armor.
Yes, gold armor and leather.
Sounds pretty OP to me.
Oh my.
Ooh, yeah, your thing's filled up here, Buster.
Okay, I got it. We're fine. This is
Yay,
fine.
fixed. Maybe pipe bow and arrows into a thing, or drawers, or just who cares. I did a little bit of work between episodes. I don't know what you did between episodes. I noticed like it looks like you got refined storage a little bit. Well, pretty much where we left off. But you did this thing. So what's this thing? Is it just making infinite redstone and iron for us?
Redstone and iron, yeah. I was mostly trying to focus on the power over here.
Yeah. So I talked to Slowpoke and I'm like, hey, those resource generators should respond to a redstone signal and they should stop running when they get one. And that would make it super easy to automate with like refined storage and a level emitter. Just be like, oh, level emit when you're over 2,000, boom, you're done. Wouldn't that be cool? Yes, Direwolf, that would be cool.
What did Slowpoke say to that?
He said that should be doable and he will probably implement it for the next pack. For the expert mode one.
There you go, done.
Yeah, right? Cool beans. And I also set this little doohickey up to automate our, whatchamacallit, pressure.
Okay.
So this should stop things running around 4.5 bars, and then like the carryover of the coal smelting will bring it up to around 4 3/4 or 5-ish. This is an analog from RF Tools that I've never played with before. But apparently there's like 3 conditions, right? Like the top condition is when the 2 purple sides are the same, A and B. The other condition, I guess I should be looking at it from that point of view. A is less than B, and then A is greater than B. So since I'm not piping any redstone into either of the sides, I'm only working with the A equals B condition, and I'm basically subtracting 5 from the redstone signal. So all I'm doing with this is taking what's going in and minus 5. So it's 9 minus 5 is 4. Boop-a-doop. And then you can easily change that number to adjust when you want the redstone signal change. But if you want to do more complex things, you totally could. Have you seen that before? It's pretty neat.
I hadn't seen this block now.
That looks new to me because I don't recognize it. But it's super useful for like the I quickly want to subtract things without having to set up a subtractor and a redstone signal and all this other nonsense.
I hadn't seen anything with purple diodes there, so...
Yeah, no, me same thing. Like
Yeah,
never seen it before, but it works great. So like the pressure gauge emits a redstone signal based on how much pressure is in the system, and then that signal gets subtracted and then goes into the air compressor. And I could easily expand this if I needed to make them better, but I'll probably wind up just putting speed upgrades in them. So I think what I'm going to do, Soren. So we did get between episodes, we got both our powers filled up, right? So RF is full and IC2 is full. And you were just feeding redstone into here to make IC2, which I think is like a cheesy way to do it, but that's fine.
Actually,
Wow.
So I showed Slowpoke that, and he was like, no, that's fine. That's perfect. Anybody who knows the mod then gets a quick way out.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, like it's fine. It's just it's a little cheesy. But I mean, to be fair, like the other option would have just been to like hook up a coal production thing like this and, you know, feed like coal into a generator and just leave it. So either way, it's like just set it and forget it, and eventually it's full, right? It's a real simple fill up. So we got mineral saplings, we got the Amazon ordering thing, we got aluminum ingots, and we got the Blacker Lotus, which are all, I presume, chilling in here, ready for us to go do things with. And I assume aluminum is the only thing that can be duped over here with this thing, right?
Correct. That Lotus is a one-time use.
Yeah, so I'm going to put the Lotus in there, and I'm going to plant the mineral sapling so that we can do the things with the stuff. And then the Amadron tablet, which comes pre-filled with pressure, which is nice. Information. Oh, GUI.tooltip.item.amadron tablet. That's cool.
Here.
Interaction. Slot.
Shift right click.
What? What? Huh?
Shift right click this chest with that thing.
Shift right click it with. Okay. Item providing location. Cool. That's neat. So these are all the trades that I can do. Order the items in the basket. A drone will come to pick up your items and another to bring your purchased items. Cool. That's neat. Add, right click, subtract, left click. Double, sneak right click, half, sneak left click, middle click. Okay. Disclaimer! Cannot accept responsibility for any loss or damage arising from the use of the delivery service. When a partial payment arrives at Amazon, it has the right to keep the items that would have been sold to the buyer otherwise. Womp womp. So, I presume that I'm supposed to get emeralds with this thing somehow?
Yeah.
Okay.
You pick something that has emeralds as a result, and you can trade that.
So what if I just grabbed the stack of gold and said, hey, give me emeralds for a stack of gold, right? That should get me 8 emeralds?
Yeah.
So what do I do? Like, hit this, and then hit this. Buying 8 gold. Vendor Amazon. What's my basket? Ooh, fancy. Where's the Amazon? Add one, right click. Ah, I got it. Okay. Right click to add, left click to subtract. That's the opposite of every UI design in Minecraft ever.
Hey, right is at. Duh, it's to the right. Oh, wait, no, that's not how that works.
All right, I think I just ordered some emeralds. Hey, look, a drone's coming. The Amazon drone. He took our gold away. Goodbye, gold.
Bye.
We missed you. And then another drone should come to pick it up. And drop off the emeralds for me. Hey, look! Here he comes! Look, here comes some emeralds for us. I can even see the little green icon. Yay! Are emeralds dupable? I'm assuming they are.
I don't... You're mine! Ha-ha!
Wait, I already got them, didn't I? Yeah, no, they're doable for 32,000 RF.
I have a friend.
Who's that? I don't want to know your friend. I'm gonna hit him with a sword if he attacks me. I want you to know that.
Came down from the sky.
Oh, you caught the drone? That's probably not a good idea.
Be free!
And before server crash.
Oh.
No, it'll be fine, Dyer. So that's
wrong?
interesting. Okay, I like that system. I kind of like that. That's a nifty little way of doing things. Not automatable at all, I presume, because you have to interact with a GUI in order for stuff to work, but still nifty. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. All right,
you can also use that for player trades on the server.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. That's right, we don't have that mod. So that's nifty. Hello. Sweet. All the minerals. Alright, we have lots of mineral stuff. So I'll play with that in a little bit. But for now... So I think what I'll do is continue my pneumatic craft stuff. Does that sound like a good plan?
I'll sort out a power solution.
Okay, I like that idea. So I'll do the programmer, which needs... Basically, I need plastic, which needs to go into a plastic mixer. To make a plastic mixer, we can do that already. However, we're also going to want a turbine rotor, which is in a pressure chamber, so that's doable. But liquid plastic comes from a thermo-pneumatic processing plant, which needs LPG, which needs ooh, okay. Gasoline, which needs kerosene, which needs diesel, which comes from oil. Okay, cool. Right, so oil can make most of these things. LPG can come right out of oil. Diesel LPG. So now oil, we get 1,000 millibuckets for 1 emerald. So if I were to put 1 emerald in here, And we said... Oh, right-click the tank with you. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. So you have to point at a tank for it to drop the oil into, which makes sense because it looks like it's delivering a liquid.
Yeah.
Liquid providing location. Sweet. 1 emerald.
It's nifty.
Order. Do. Here comes the drone. He's gonna come take my emerald. I'm gonna put 2 of these emeralds in our thing that dupes like our Pokedex guy, only because I want to have them ready. But 32,000 RF seems like a lot of RF to replicate emeralds. But once you get power better under control, that won't be that much RF. So
I have a good way to get apples, do we?
Here comes the drone. Hey drone, what's up? Drop off my oil. Yeah, that's what's up. Dude, that is that's a fun system right there. I think that's cool. I totally like that. Pneumaticraft oil. So the other option for that is just squeezing those things, bottling those things, and fluid transposing existing oil amounts. So I guess the only way to get oil is through the Amazon tablet right now.
That'd be absolutely correct, sir.
Cool. Now I'm assuming this will drop off 5 buckets of oil, I think. That's kind of nifty. I like that. That's a fun mechanic. All right, I'm gonna make the refinery and the other things that we have to do to get plastic, because that's the main thing we want to get right now is plastic. We could wind up doing other things at some point, but right now the focus is plastic. And we'll just have to play with the liquids and get them to the point where they're getting an efficient amount of plastic for us. I don't know exactly how much we're going to need, but for now we'll see if this is enough. It might be, to get our quest going. So the programmer requires 6 pieces of plastic, and we're going to need about a bucket's worth of plastic per. So that's going to probably need a little bit more than we have. But we're going to need at least one thermopneumatic processing plant, because you have to do LPG to plastic. Oh, and it's 100 millibuckets of LPG to 1,000 millibuckets of plastic. So that's kind of good. So 1 thermopneumatic and LPG we can get directly from the refinery. It's okay. But we can also convert diesel, I think, into... So gasoline... Interesting. Oil, diesel, kerosene, gasoline, LPG. Cool. We'll have to play with this a little bit. But refinery is basically oil to diesel and LPG.
Can you give me like 50,000 apples?
What's that?
Can you get me like 50,000 apples?
Can I get you 50,000 apples? I mean, can I? Yes. Am I going to right now? No.
Can the tablet get apples?
Why do you need so many apples? Like, you could set up a tree farm with Industrial 4 going. It works like the old MFR tree farm, pretty much the exact same way. If you wanted to do that to get apples. Why?
The next tier speed upgrade requires apples.
I wonder how a culinary gen would do with a cooked apple.
I mean, cooked apple.
Looks like 175,000 RF per cooked apple over 2 minutes without speed upgrades. Just saying.
Yeah, I just need apples, man.
You just need apples. That's not broken at all. Don't tell Slowpoke. No. Don't tell Slowpoke. 175,000 RF per apple.
Wouldn't care.
Yes, he would. He'd get all salty about
wouldn't.
it. You know Slowpoke.
He gave us the apple.
Are you sure it's meant to have 64 saturation? Because that's like that's a stupid number.
I agree it is. I don't think it was unintentional for this pack.
Okay. So let's get a
I don't
refinery.
remember it being there the last time I played through. It might have been, but...
So plastic comes from the thermopneumatic processing plant. Sweet. And I might need one more, a little bit of these. So, what we're probably going to want to do is set this up over here. Now, I'm assuming these things need pressure, basically. Sweet. Apply more heat by adding blocks that generate heat around this machine. No fluid input. Pump fluid into the refinery. Refineries need to be stacked on top of each other, ranging from 2 to 4 refineries. Oh, okay, cool. So I need another refinery? Not that that's a huge problem, but not a problem. I can... Cool. All right, heat. This machine requires or produces heat. Heat can be applied by placing a block that generates heat next to this machine. Think of a vortex tube fast, but requires power, but also lava, slow, and torches. Very slow. To cool down a machine, remove the heat sources and or speed up the process by placing down ice. Cool. So we should make a vortex tube and see what's involved in that thing. Cool. Splits incoming air into hot and cold components. One side will be heated, the other will be cooled. Its air usage is dependent on the pressure. Mind that heat will slowly leak between hot and cold sides, so it's more efficient to vent the cold side when you want to utilize the heat, and vice versa if you want to use the cold. Okay, that's cool. So let's give this guy a try. Kind of ish, remember this. So I think I can rotate this dude, and then where do you get pressure from? Do I just, oop? Sweet. Hey, look, we're temperaturing it. Nice. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay. And this thing should kick on shortly. See? Yeah, he automatically turned on because we were getting low on pressure. And then he'll automatically turn off later. That's cool. All right, nice. So then, let's get ourselves a bucket. We're going to try this manually for now because I have no idea how much of this stuff I realistically need. I'm sure if I sat here and thought about it for a minute, I'd figure it out. So this guy is doing that. So, like, why is it doing this recipe over the other? Because there's, like, 6 things that oil turns into. With 2 refineries, diesel is produced.
Curiosity, why did you make a metal former?
Ah, I see. Okay, I see. So that's cool. What's that, buddy?
Why did you make the metal former, out of curiosity?
Why did I make the metal former? I don't know. Why not? No problems. So the more refineries I put on this guy, the more things it'll make. That makes sense. So let's just double check that oil production thing real quick, just to see you. So the refinery can either make 2 LPG. So LPG is what we want, right? That's the thing that turns into plastic, right? So LPG turns into plastic. That's the only way to get plastic, right? So LPG is what we want. So oil can either turn into 2 millibuckets of LPG, or 2 millibuckets of RPG, or 2 millibuckets of RPG. So I guess the most efficient way to do things would probably be have all 4 refineries. So let's get more refineries. So now you can get all these things, right? So if I do this, you should wind up making all 4 things, I believe. Once you have the appropriate amount of temperature, which you may not have. No space for fluids to be outputted. Aha! Okay, good to know. So let's, I might need to break you. I think what's going to happen is there's no good way to get these out. LPG and diesel, huh? So what tank actually has diesel in it? This one has oil and diesel. This one has LPG. This one is empty, and this one's empty. So let's get fluid ducts, hardened fluid ducts, and servos. Right? And then a couple of tanks. In fact, I'll probably want 4 tanks. I don't suppose you'll auto output, right? No, why would you? But what we could do is something like this. Now, I don't want you auto-dumping to the tanks below you, so that's why I'm hitting you all like that. And then what we'll do, let's get 2 more servos. This might work. We'll see. Right? But if we did and broke these so that they're not connected, and then I just need a couple more of these. I don't know if this is a hot or a cold fluid, but I'm erring on the side of caution. But that should work, right? In theory. As long as you're all blue and not trying to connect to each other. If I put a servo on ignore mode on you, sweet. Awesome. There we go. Now we're talking. Cool, right? All right, so that works. I did it, Soren. I did the thing. You might need more pressure, though. So let's get another vortex.
Programmer? Dude. Wait, you're done?
No, I'm just making the refinery work.
Oh. Well, good job.
Yeah, I did good. What I'd really like is some speed upgrades for the air compressor. That requires a lubricant bucket, which comes from diesel in a thermopneumatic processing plant. So I'll probably want another one of these guys. One for plastic, one for lubricant. And this is just me, like, messing with the mod a little bit now. Technically, I'm not going to need all this stuff, but you never know. So this guy... cool. For more install, yeah. So what do you need? Do you need air pressure or heat? Heat. Okay. So you need heat to separate things. So how much heat do I need for... Is it going to tell me in JEI how much heat I need? 100 C? Okay, cool. Neat. Okay. So that makes sense. So we'll need 2 more of those vortex dudes. And definitely more of these guys. And let's run these guys, let's say... I need more stone. I thought I had some. I might have just put it away. Me wrapping my head around the mod, just having fun. Right? So we'll probably want, like, you... If you go right next to each other, and then I just did this... That should be cool, right? And I wonder if I can pump air directly into the back here. That would be a big nope. Which makes sense. I wouldn't expect to be able to. But I bet what I could do is something like this. Cool. So now you're getting pressure, as are you guys. But we definitely need more pressure than we currently have. But that'll at least start producing heat. So that's neat. Cool. All right, so you're doing your oil thing. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more buckets. Cool. And you'll produce a bunch of stuff once heat gets in a better place. So definitely need more of this. How are we for... so which one of these guys? Is what? You don't tell me. Oh, hello. What's that do? No idea. We want to check out speed upgrades, which needs lubricant, which needs diesel, which is, I believe, the first one, right? So that's diesel, or that's diesel. So in theory, it should always be this one that has diesel in it. So I don't think we have a bucket's worth yet. Typically... Also, how much do we get? 1 to 1. Okay, that's cool. So we need 1 bucket of diesel to get 1 bucket of lubricant. No problem. But diesel, we get, with our current setup, which is all 4 things, we get 2 millibuckets per 10 millibuckets. So basically, we need 5 buckets of diesel to get 1 bucket, or 5 buckets of oil to get 1 bucket of diesel, which we currently have in there. So what I'm going to do to get this thing running a little better is break this, which will separate the air pressure from this thing, because we don't need these to be pressurized just yet. This will allow me to focus all my air pressure that's currently here. What's this number, this digit? Soren did stuff without my permission.
I was testing it. It said something about getting the analog signal and telling it, or displaying it.
Yeah.
I know if that works. It too looks new.
So let's get another one of these and an air pressurizer. What's that thing called again? I want a third one. And this will allow me to automate it too. Air compressor, advanced air compressor. That generates 50. Cool. What do we need for that? Advanced pressure tube needs an assembly controller. Oh, I don't feel like making that right now. Maybe on the to-do list. We'll see. So you need to be on low mode. And you need your repeater here. And you need some coal now. And this will just help with the pressure stuff. It's a little bit wonky. There it is. Nice. All right, so hopefully that'll help get the pressure up, get this heat up, and then we'll be good to go. I don't know if having 2 of these is helping or hurting, so I'm going to break this for a sec. Having 2 of those may hurt or it may help. I'm honestly not sure, but I'm going to go with the hurt. So we'll see. But hopefully this will just build up more pressure inside this vortex tube, and then we'll see how things go. All right, back in 5 minutes once this pressure builds up more and this thing actually starts, you know, doing its thing. Assuming it does. All right, guys, we're back. I am ordering more emeralds. Yay. And I believe I might be able to order lubricant directly with these guys. I can, for 5 emeralds. That's kind of cool. That might be worth doing, to be honest with you. Or I can order oil.
I found a bug.
Oh.
Plant gatherer.
We'll order a couple lubricants just so I can get speed upgrades in those things, because I desperately need those speed upgrades. Yeah, plant gatherer.
Middle click in the orange slot area. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
How's that happen?
And who knows what it did with the items when it sorted?
I have no idea.
Not in the inventory, so...
So guys, I wound up putting a 4th air compressor down here, and just for the record, I did need 2 vortex tubes to get this thing to an appropriate temperature. But once done, we were cool. So I should now be able to do this. Do we have more sugarcane? I think we need sugarcane. Do. Sugar canes, please. Not terrible. I could probably upgrade this guy. Which one are you using? Tiny progression? Soren?
Yeah, I was hoping that spam clicking it would actually... There's one at one point that the spam clicked it would almost make them instantly grow.
Cool.
Case no anymore.
Where'd my bucket of kerosene go? Oh, there it is, lubricant. So 1 speed upgrade. 2 speed upgrades? Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna put it in the first one, and that'll be the first one turned off. So if I put the upgrades in here, 23 milliliters per tick as opposed to 10. So that's like twice as fast, 2.3 times as fast. It's not bad. So that should bump up the pressure production a little bit better, and that would be cool. So let's get you connected again. All right, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to wrap up the episode, and we'll come back next time, and we'll convert the stuff into plastic, and then we'll be pretty good. For now, Dial20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.